Okay, welcome back to another video. So today I'm in the laundry room and I'm going to be installing a Filtrol 160. This is a lint trap for your washing machine. So you may ask yourself, why do I need a lint trap for my washing machine? Well, in our case, we have a septic system, like a lot of you, and you would be surprised how much lint actually comes out of the washing machine. So obviously when you clean the lint screen in your dryer, you can see how much lint is still left on the clothes. Well, the same, if not more, lint comes out in the washing process. And it goes down your drain, and if you're like most people, it goes into your sewer system. And if you live in the city, that sewer water obviously goes to a sewage treatment plant, and there is research that says that a lot of that lint, and they call them microfibers, ends up getting all the way through the sewage treatment process and into our waterways, and all these synthetic fibers and stuff end up getting put into the environment and ingested by fish. So really this is something to consider, whether you have a septic system or whether you're on city wastewater treatment system. So the main reason I'm installing it on our septic system is what happens when you pump a bunch of this lint, these fibers into your septic system, is over time that makes it all the way through the sewage treatment process, and it starts going out into your drain field, your leach field. So these little fibers, the lint, you have small holes in the pipes in your leach field. So as the water runs out of the septic system, it gets dissipated into the ground. The lint slowly clogs off the holes in the pipes until eventually your system can no longer take any more water. So what happens is your leach field either floods, so you'll have standing water in the yard, it fails, and that requires very, very, very expensive replacement where they have to dig up your whole yard to replace the leach field, or at the minimum it requires some kind of process to go in with water and blast out all the lint, but you never truly can get it fixed properly. So this is a small investment right here to catch the lint before it becomes a problem, and it's actually very easy to install for anyone at home. And I'm going to show you how to do it today. Alright, so we're going to mount this above the washing machine somewhere. In my case, we have a couple options. I'm thinking I'm probably going to mount it right here because this will be easiest. But normally they recommend mounting it right to a stud. You'll just have to have access to these two clips because this is how you remove the top. You move these two clips, the top comes off. You can see the screw holes are right in the middle on the back. There's two of them. So you'll need to locate a stud. So, if you have a wall box like this, there's usually a stud right to the side of it. Otherwise, you have to find one. If you're putting this where you have a laundry tub, you want to mount it above the laundry tub. The key is you don't want to be over 72 inches above the floor because, obviously, although the washer has a pump, it's pumping uphill to get into this. We don't want to make it work too hard to do that. So like I said, I'll probably, just for the ease, I'm going to look at either mounting it right here, which would be pretty easy, or even easier to mount directly to the side of this right here. That way we can keep an eye on things easily. Alright, so I found a location where I have a stud right here. Alright, just nice and secure. You can see how that'll go. Alright, so that has to go over to there. Alright, so once we get it mounted to the wall where we want it, we're going to take our inlet and our outlet pipe here, and they give you 2 different inlet sizes. And the lid, and so you can see this one threads in here to the top. This threads into the bottom here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put Teflon tape, wrap the threads first, and then we'll thread those in there, snug them down. It is plastic, you don't want to over tighten it. But we want to make sure we get our Teflon installed. Just nice and hand tight. It should be tight enough. Okay. The lid can go on pretty much anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, it's nice and snug. Okay, so they do tell you that they include this little container of lubricant. So to go ahead and re-lube this seal and then save this. Anytime the lid starts to become kind of hard to get on or off, to go ahead and re-lubricate it. See, I'm gonna probably put this on like this. I'll have the hose, it'll run out to the back of the washing machine. This is our hose that was on the washing machine here. First I'm going to start by taking a short section of this, securing it to the bottom, and then running it down in the drain pipe. And they give you these worm clamps here. Secure it to the top and bottom. And then we'll have to adapt this pipe to this pipe here. We'll have to figure out how to do that. Alright, so for the bottom one, kind of cut it to size here. Get it down in the drain. Just put it on here. Alright, so that's how the discharge looks. To adapt it to your washing machine hose, everyone's going to be a little bit different. They don't really give you what you need in the kit. You might have to run to a plumbing store. I just happen to have this little double barbed fitting. I had this little rubber piece that went into the drain. So what I did is I cut that in half and slid one into the barb fitting in here, and I'll clamp that. Then I'll put this, adapt it to this hose here, and clamp that. And then, so I'll need a couple extra hose clamps and this little barb fitting to make this work in my case. So you might have to come up with something that works in your application, but shouldn't be difficult. Okay, so you can see how we have this connected here. Definitely needed, I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clamps total. It only comes with 2. So just FYI, just do it the way I did it. You can see that runs up in here. So the water comes up from the washing machine into the top, down through the filter, and then down into the drain. So once you get everything tight, just want to make sure everything's nice and snug, we're going to go ahead and put some water into the washing machine. Just check for leaks. And then we'll run it through a test cycle, see how much lint we get off just one load. That's good. And check for leaks. You can already see lint in the bottom of the filter. And I didn't even wash any clothes. That was just what was in the pipe. Alright, so for our experiment, I got a couple towels, a pair of jeans, and a small blanket that we're going to try washing. And when it's all done, I'll come back and show you how much we got in the trap. Okay, the wash is done. So to remove it, you just put these little tabs on the lid. You can already see a ton of lint. Okay, so look how much lint we got just that one wash. And a lot of that's dog hair from our dogs, but obviously you want to empty this out and put it in the trash, not down the drain, because that would just be counterproductive. But look, imagine that going through your septic system. That is just one load of laundry. Imagine all the loads of laundry you do, and that accumulates in your, like in the output lines, the leach field for your septic. So you can see how big of a difference this makes. So hopefully that was helpful to you. I'll leave a link in the description where you can buy this unit. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. This isn't a sponsored video. I just really think this is important because I want to protect my septic system. So hopefully it helped you out. Until next time, we'll see you later.